A few days of fever, a bad cough, just feeling awful all over. But what if I told you there's a much darker story unfolding inside our bodies, a mystery that stumped doctors for decades?
Yeah, it sounds like something straight out of a thriller, but it is a chilling and very real phenomenon. This incredibly common virus has a secret, a side effect that can be absolutely devastating. So get this. For years, as long as we've been tracking seasonal sickness, doctors kept noticing something strange. Every single winter, like clockwork, when one illness started to surge, so did a medical emergency that seemed totally unrelated. And the evidence is just so stark. Year after year, as flu cases go up, boom, heart attack rates spike right alongside them. For decades, this was just a weird observation, a dangerous pattern with no clear cause. It was a puzzle just demanding an answer.
I mean, why? Why would a virus that messes with your breathing have such a dramatic, terrible impact on your heart? What is the invisible thread connecting a cough to a cardiac event? That was the big question.
And the answer, it turns out, is not what you'd think. The virus isn't launching a direct assault. The truth is something way more subtle and, in a way, much more sinister.
We all know the classic symptoms, right? You feel miserable for a few days, maybe a week, and then you get better. That's the story we tell ourselves about the flu. But that's only what's happening on the surface.
Because underneath, the stakes are so much higher. A flu infection significantly cranks up the immediate risk of not just heart attacks, but also myocarditis, which is a serious inflammation of the heart muscle, plus heart failure and even stroke. This isn't just some minor side effect, it's a critical, hidden danger.
So if the virus isn't the one directly attacking the heart, then what is? Well, here's where the story takes a wild turn. The culprit is the one thing you'd never suspect. It's our own immune system.
This is the crucial piece of the puzzle. The influenza virus is almost never actually found in heart tissue. The damage it causes is indirect. It's basically a case of biological friendly fire. The key players in this drama are called dendritic cells. Think of them as the security guards of your immune system, stationed in your lungs. Their job is to spot invaders and sound the alarm. But the flu virus has other plans for them. And this is how the betrayal happens. The virus hijacks these little messenger cells in the lungs. Once they're infected, they leave their post and travel through the bloodstream like tiny sleeper agents until they reach a new destination, the heart. And once they're there, they trigger a catastrophic alarm. That alarm is a chemical signal called type 1 interferon. Now normally, this stuff is a hero. It's a critical weapon our body uses to fight off viruses. But when these infected cells unleash it inside the heart tissue, the response is just overwhelming. This protective shield becomes a destructive sword, damaging the heart's own muscle cells. It is the ultimate betrayal. The system designed to be your bodyguard turns against one of your most vital organs, all in a confused attempt to fight a threat that isn't even there anymore. So you might be asking, does this affect everyone the same way? Not at all. This immune overreaction is especially dangerous for certain people. For people who are already dealing with things like high blood pressure, hardened arteries, or a history of heart disease, their cardiovascular system is already under stress. This extra wave of inflammation and damage can be the tipping point, the thing that pushes them into a major cardiac event. So, figuring this all out is the first huge step. The next is, well, how do we stop it? And this is where the science gets really exciting. It offers a glimpse into a future where we can prevent this kind of collateral damage. What researchers are exploring now are ways to modulate or fine-tune the immune response. Imagine therapies, maybe using mRNA technology, that could tell the immune system to calm down in the heart while still fighting the virus in the lungs. It's all about protecting the heart from its own protectors. And this brings us back to something we can actually do right now. The flu vaccine. It's not just about preventing a cough. By preventing, or even just lessening, a flu infection in the first place, you stop this entire dangerous cascade from ever getting started. It is, quite literally, a tool for protecting your heart. So the next time you hear somebody say, "Oh, it's just the flu," remember what's really happening beneath the surface. Because sometimes the greatest threat isn't the invader itself, but the chaos it leaves behind.